It's 1 a.m. in Dearborn, Michigan. After 3 grueling days of competition and the elimination of 1,000 people, there are only 2 players left on the stage. In one chair sits a giant in the Smash community, a man who hasn't been ranked outside the top 10 for almost 5 years going into this tournament, one of the most consistent players in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Smash for Wii U, and now Smash Bros. Ultimate, a man worthy of the title of God. And sitting next to him is the definition of a prodigy, a challenger in the States. Relatively unknown outside of his home region, he would cement himself as a top player in Ultimate through his play from the beginning and make sure people feared his name. Neither of them has been able to win a Super Major. They would both get second at multiple big events, but every time they would fall just short. And tonight, after almost everyone has left the venue, after the stream has been live for 15 consecutive hours, one of them will break their streak.
Look how much damage he's already done here on Dabuz's last stock. Not saying Dabuz can't get this one back, but he's not getting any of that normal Olimar stuff we're used to seeing, man. This up smash up and
up B connects, you're going to send a blind. So I'll go for that on the first stock attempt, and the second one, finding this mark right into the money.
That boy is punting him right.
So many tight and crucial games on this very counterpick of the battlefield. No reason to think he can't do it one more time when he needs it the most. Keep this tournament alive for him. The equation of the management always seems to shoot this matchup. She can You see him walking down the street.
This would be the first time Smash Ultimate would be a main title at the Big House. After all, last year, Cosmos had won Smash 4 with 4.
A little bit with the down B, another up air.
Trying to see if he can end this right here. And there it is. Esam just way too long. Amazing.
However, it
job
wouldn't
right
be the first time that Smash Ultimate was at the Big House. At the previous event, there was an Ultimate demo available for people to play, and boy did they play. It was at events like the Big House 8 and EVO 2018 that people got a first taste for the game. A taste for who was good and who was bad. And while most people were severely wrong in the end, and while the game did get changed from demo to release, hype was still building. So when Ultimate finally did come out, people were ecstatic. It quickly outsold Smash for Wii U and would go on to become the best-selling fighting game of all time. By October 2019, Smash Bros. Ultimate had been out for nearly a year. In that time, the meta had developed and changed and changed and changed. Some characters like Pichu and Olimar fell from the top tier into the lower tiers because of nerfs. Some like Ike fell because people learned how to avoid Nair. Some characters like Mario rose through the ranks because of people pushing their gameplay, and some characters like Ryu and Ken started to gain traction because of consecutive buffs from Nintendo. However, some players, not characters, remained at the top. MKLeo quickly established himself as the best player, and the rest of the top 10 was pretty ambiguous. Players like Samsora, Shuton, Tweak, Gluttony, Mars, Light were all contenders for being in the top 10. Many tournaments have been held across the world, in every country, in every state. If there were people, there were Ultimate tournaments being held. Along with Leo, others put themselves above the rest by winning these. Tweak won Frostbite and Low Tier City 7. Mars won Smash Factor 8. Shuton would win Prime Saga and Umabura SP5. Isam would win Glitch 7 and Samsora would win Shine 2019. Gluttony would win Albion 4 and Kameva would win Umabura Japan Major. Mutace would win DreamHack Dallas, and MVD would win Come to Papa 3. So while MKLeo was still dominating the scene, winning nearly every tournament he attended, everyone else was still scrambling to take his throne. Just about 2 weeks before the Big House 9 was a tournament held by Beyond the Summit called Main Stage. Main Stage would not only be the first non-Summit event run by BTS, but would also have 6 spots for people to qualify for Smash Ultimate Summit 2. Notably though, this would be one of the rare times that MKLeo lost. He would finish the tournament at a respectable second place after a loser's run, but wouldn't be able to go the distance. And then the Big House came out. and Leo wasn't there. Instead of traveling to Michigan, he decided to go to France for another tournament that he'd end up winning. But suddenly, the Big House 9 title was up for grabs. Leo wasn't in attendance, there were 2 more summit spots available, and all the killers were there. Everyone who was there wanted to win. Everyone who was there wanted to prove that they were a top player. Everyone who was there wanted to get into Smash Ultimate Summit too. But at the end of Sunday, in the first hours of Monday, only 2 players would be left on the stage. On December 6th, 2018, one day before the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Panda Global would release the last portion of the PGR 100, a ranking of the top 100 Smash 4 players of all time. Legends like Shuton, Renai, Esam, and Void would be included. Dabuz, the best Rosalina player in the world, would end Smash 4 ranked as the 4th best player of all time. 84 spots below him, an unknown Bayonetta and Corrin from Japan would be ranked 88th, right below Rags, and right above Ixis and August. However, if you played any Smash game released after Brawl competitively, you knew who Dabuz was. Many players go into their first tournament expecting to win or have an insane run. We all sit down and think, here's the start of my rise to the top. For 99% of us, however, that never happens. We get destroyed within the first 30 seconds and struggle to even take a game for a long time. Even winning a local can take months, if not years for some players. Dabuz was different. Dabuz got into competitive Smash through playing Brawl online. He would first make a name for himself in 2009 by winning the All Is Brawl 2009 Spring Ladder. A year later, he would place 7th at KTAR 3. 7 months later after that, he would place 5th at KTAR 5. And just over a year after attending his first tournament, Dabuz would place 1st at Concentrate 2, outplacing Brawl legends like Vinny, ADHD, Ally, and Salem. Dabuz would infrequently attend smaller tournaments in Tri-State, and even attend Apex 2012, finishing at a respectable 13th. In June of 2012, he would travel to Clash of the Titans 6 and break the glass ceiling by double eliminating Mewtwo King and placing 2nd at the event. After Clash of the Titans 6, Dabuz would only miss top 8 of a tournament one more time in his entire Brawl career. By the end of Brawl, Dabuz was known across the world as the best Almar player in the States and a national threat. He would keep that momentum going and build off of it in the next installment, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. Dabuz would come out of the gate on fire and win 5 tournaments in a row, including the official Nintendo Online tournament. When Smash for Wii U came out, Dabuz would bring it to another level. 3rd at KTAR 11, 2nd at Collision 11, 2nd at Apex 2015, 2nd at KTAR 12, 3rd at Spring Fighter 2015, and 2nd at Aftershock. However, Dabuz would solidify himself as one of the all-time greats when he won What the Fox 2 in July of 2016 over Zero, becoming the 10th person to ever take a set off of the undisputed best player in the world. To define anyone in one word is hard, but Dabuz can be defined as consistent. From September 2014 to November 2018, Dabuz went into 151 tournaments. He would place outside of top 8 at only 14 of those events, only placing outside top 16 at Super Smash Cons 17 and 18, where he finished 33rd. When you take a closer look at Dabuz, things start to get odd. Dabuz would appear on every PGR release and would never be ranked below 6th. However, Dabuz would only ever win 3 super major level tournaments throughout the entirety of Smash 4. Dabuz would consistently place within the top 8 and even higher at major tournaments, but would only have 2 winning records against other members of the top 10 Smash 4 players of all time. Dabuz was seen as a god, but not because of his peaks, because of his consistency. Dabuz was seen as the best Rosalina player in the world and one of the top 2 All-Around players along with the Japanese player Shuton. However, his skill did not earn him love from the crowd. Many people looked at Dabuz's defensive play and deemed it lame or boring to watch. Indeed, Dabuz was methodical in his play and took his time dismantling his opponents. He had the perfect playstyle for Smash 4, so when Smash Ultimate was announced, everything got turned upside down. New characters, returning characters, balance changes across the board, aerials are safer, more aggressive play. We don't have to deal with camping, Sonic can't shield cancel spin dash, Bayonetta is gone. So how would Dabuz adapt to a game that seemed to reward offensive play and punish defensive play? Well, as it turns out, it was fine, thriving even. 2nd place at Sky's Invitational, 2nd at Let's Make Moves, 4th at Genesis 6, 2nd at Smash Ultimate Summit, 5th at Pound 2019, 5th at Smash and Splash 5, 4th at CEO 2019, and 5th at Shine 2019. Dabuz would enter 28 tournaments before the Big House 9 and make top 8 at 21 of them. Switching between Palutena, Rosalina, and Olimar, Dabuz would be ranked 7th in the world and the first ever PGRU. His trademark playstyle that he had created in Brawl and refined in Smash 4 seemed to work wonders, allowing him to win sets over players like Cosmos, Glutoni, Light, Samsora, Tweak, and Mars. However, he still couldn't be the best player in the world, MKLeo. No matter his efforts, Dabuz still could not win a big tournament. Stop by Tweak at Sky's Invitational, Let's Make Moves, and Low Tier 67. Stop by Glutoni at Alba and 4, Ally at Smash at the Paramount, and MKLeo at Smash Ultimate Summit. Dabuz was always the threat in the bracket, would only ever find himself in grand finals to lose. At the Big House 9 though, it was different. He had already beaten Mars, Nairo, and Meister, and a Smash Ultimate Summit 2 spot was up for grabs. Tweak was out, Nairo was out, Samsora was out, Shuton was out, Mars was out. Zackray was the only player left in the way of Dabuz's first big win.
Give this man a raise.
Definitely.
I don't know who's in charge of that stuff, but get this man a raise, bro.
Yeah, this man Doughboy has definitely kept us
Goated.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
Zackray was only 5 when Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii was released. He wouldn't enter his first tournament, however, until 10 years later when he was 15. He went 0-2, but he wouldn't give up. The next tournament he went 3-2, then 2-2, and then 4-2. And then at Umabura TAT, Zackray placed 9th out of 280 entrants. It was at this event where he would make his name known in Japan by beating Kirihara and Hikaru and taking a game off Choco and Umeki. Overnight, Zackray had gone from being a decent player to a serious bracket threat. It wouldn't be until 2 months later where Zackray would finally break into top 8, and even get second at the second Nico to Kaigi qualifier. His run would include taking sets over players like Raizo, Takara, Umeki, Nikorin, and Su. That second place finish would be enough to get him into the Nico to Kaigi Invitational, where he finished 13th. Now, Zackray had a chance of really winning those big tournaments, of breaking into that next level. It would take him another 5 minutes of play, however, for him to win. But 4 months before the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Zackray would win his first tournament, Sumabato 27. Zackray wouldn't drop a single set that tournament, and personally beat YOC, Compact, Kua, Shaky, and Ken to win the entire event. Less than 2 weeks later, Zackray would come in at an impressive third at Umabura 34, beating Leia, Miatono, Su, and TKM. His last big placing was at the final Sumabato event for Smash 4, where he won the entire event, eliminating Ken, Tellier, Some, and Hikaru on his way to a first place victory without dropping a single set. His play and dedication would be rewarded. Zackray was ranked number 8th in Japan in the final Japanese Smash 4 rankings, and ranked number 88th in the PGR 100. But outside of Japan, no one really knew the name Zackray. And then Ultimate came out. Zackray would place 9th at the first Umabura he went to, and wouldn't lose again until Genesis 6. Brood, I'm, Hikaru, Shiki, Takara, Ki, Komarakiri, Sigma, Shogun, T, Shuton, Tsuji, none of them could stand to the might that was Zackray. Going into Genesis 6, no one was really sure what to expect. Everyone had heard legends of this unbeatable wolf player from Japan who could slowly and carefully destroy his opponents, but no one really knew how much of that was myth and how much of that was reality. Zackray made sure to make an impression. In his first stream set in the United States, we watched him rip apart K9's Bruce with a stone cold expression. 3-0 in a handshake. No pop-off, no smile. This was what Zackray expected to happen. Even against Light, who had just come off a win against MKLeo, Zackray didn't drop a game, and by then, he had already made winner side top 8. Zackray would then fall in 2 Game 5 sets to Void and Dabuz, but would clearly cement himself as one of, if not the best Wolf players and an international threat that could win any event he attended. His 5th place finish at Genesis 6 would also get him into Smash Ultimate Summit, which was a relief, since 2 weeks after Genesis 6, Zackray placed a surprising 33rd at Frostbite 2019, being eliminated by Mutace and ZD. At Smash Ultimate Summit, Zackray would defeat Plup, Light for the 3rd time, Nairo, and Dabuz before falling to Samsora and Glutoni for another 5th place finish. A month later at 2GG Prime Saga, Zackray would have his first good shot at winning a major tournament in North America. In Grand Finals, on winner's side, and having 3-0 Shuton in winner's finals, things were looking good, but it was not meant to be. Shuton would dominate Zackray here, and only drop a single game to Lucina, winning both sets of Grand Finals in a 6-1 upset. It seemed like Zackray was always on the verge of winning a Super Major, but could never make that final push. At Umabura Japan Major, Zackray would fall to Rima and Su for 7th, Abadango and Ken at EGS Cup to finish 5th, and then Lunamato and T to finish third as Sumabato SP5. Zackray wasn't struggling, far from it. He would end the first season of Ultimate ranked 2nd in Japan behind Shuton and ranked 12th in the world on the PGRU. But still, he couldn't quite win a Super Major. At EVO, Zackray would manage to get top 8, but immediately got knocked out by MK Leo, who would go on to win the event. At Super Smash Con, Zackray was one hit away from finally taking a set from Leo, but couldn't do it and fell to Lightning Losers to get 9. And then, a roller coaster of results. 25th at Umbura SP4, followed up by first place finishes at both EGS Cup 2 and Sumabato SP8. Finally, the ride would be bookended with a 33rd place finish at Main Stage, tied for his worst placing since Frostbite 2019. Zackray was still playing well, and even a week before the Big House 9, he would place 2nd at Umbura SP5, taking Shuton all the way to Game 15 in the Grand Finals reset, only to lose at the last moment. So while Zackray was still considered a threat, people didn't really have high hopes for the Wolf player from Japan. Especially after falling to Meister in winter semis, most people expected another 5th place finish from Zackray. A good placing, but still not first. But still, Zackray was determined. MKLeo wasn't in attendance, Mars and Samsora were eliminated, and he knew if he could make it to Dabuz, who was sitting pretty in grands, then he'd have more than enough Olimar experience to put on a show. So Zackray did what he did best: win.
He looked like he didn't want to play that last stock. That is unfortunate for Tweak. I feel like, yeah, obviously the nerves were showing him standing.
By Grand Finals, both players had already had an incredible run through the bracket. Dabuz had beaten Prodigy, Armada, Mars, Nairo, and Meister, all without dropping a single set. And after winning in Winners Finals, he was already guaranteed a spot in Smash Ultimate Summit 2, but if he wanted to win the event, he needed to win another set. Coming from loser's side, Zackray had also racked up names. He beat Cosmos, Tweak, and Arfang before falling to Meister in winter semis. Zackray would then tear through losers, beating Tweak, Nairo, and Meister in the run back to make it to Grand Finals. On top of that, he'd already played 5 unique characters in top 8 alone and won with 3 of them. One standout throughout this tournament, though, was Zackray's character choices. At Star of Ultimate, Zackray had mainly stuck to Wolf, but as the meta progressed, we saw Zackray try out new characters. Rob, Joker, Mario, Lucina, Game & Watch, Pokemon Trainer, Wario, Corrin? Zackray thrived on counterpicks, and even before Grand Finals with Dabuz, Zackray had already played 6 different characters in bracket, winning with 4 of them against top caliber opponents. But for the first set of Grands, we would see the classic: Zackray's Wolf versus Dabuz's Olimar. These two had already played twice, once at Genesis 6 and once at Smash Ultimate side. Dabuz would take the first encounter 3-2 and Zackray the second 3-1. And in each of the 9 games they'd played, it had always been Wolf versus Olimar. So going into Game 1 of the Grand Finals, no one was really sure who was going to win the event. Zackray was coming from loser's side that would need to take 2 sets off of Dabuz, but he had plenty of Olimar experience thanks to Shuton. And Dabuz was sitting pretty in winners and had already played the best of the best when it came to Wolf players, but he was also coming in cold.
Equal amounts of talent. Like, yeah, that's just...
For Game 1, Zackray and Dabuz struck to Pokemon Stadium 2, a neutral stage in the matchup, and apparently the only stage in the game. Both players immediately start the game with a platform drop projectile. Dabuz is able to land a red Pikmin, but Zackray's blaster shot is blocked. However, immediately, Zackray establishes stage control, pushing Dabuz to the ledge. After some ledge trapping and some reads, Zackray forces Dabuz back off stage at 113%. At 6:23, Zackray goes for a beefy up B to try and catch Dabuz recovering to ledge, but Dabuz is able to avoid it and recovers high and barely avoids the Firewolf and grab attempt that Zackray tried to follow up with. However, 10 seconds later, Zackray punishes a whiff grab with a Tomahawk up tilt and takes the first stock of the set. And here we see another thing Zackray does. He'll give up stage control and then just take it back. Multiple times he just empty hops or runs into center stage and Dabuz just lets him. The amount of pressure Zackray is able to exude while just staying there is palpable. At 5:16, after hitting an air that knocked Dabuz down on a side platform, Zackray goes for a Hail Mary Wolf Flash that misses thanks to Olimar's get-up animation. Like the top player he is, Dabuz takes the stock for that mistake with a purple Pikmin back. However, he's forced off stage the second Zackray returns, and at 5 minutes flat, Zackray goes for the offstage up B again, and hits it this time, killing Olimar at 100% easily. And Zackray doesn't stop there. After respawning, Dabuz tries to reclaim some momentum with 2 up smashes in a row, but Zackray predicts the second one and punishes with a 61% follow-up, putting Dabuz off stage again. At 420, Dabuz lands 2 jabs, which he follows up with a forward throw off stage. Hoping to get a quick stock out giving Wolf, he jumps off to make the edge guard and just barely reacts to Zackray pulling the trigger on Wolf Flash to make the life-saving tech. He tries again, throwing Zackray off stage, but he isn't prepared for the high-fire Wolf to ledge and has to give up stage control since he only has 1 Pikmin left. At 164%, Dabuz finally takes Zackray's second stock with an up smash. With a mountain to climb, even TK and EE are confident in Zackray's ability to win.
I mean, I don't want to. It's not impossible, but I mean, this is a statement if Dabuz makes this comeback.
Almost as if motivated by the commentary he cannot hear, Dabuz starts pushing Zackray to ledge with repeated purple Pikmin throws. He double jabs Zackray off stage and goes to catch a low recovery, prepared to fair him and make a comeback. But Zackray is 2 steps ahead even now. He immediately jumps over Dabuz and makes it back on stage to reverse their situation. Now, Dabuz is stuck below ledge and has to go down with his up B to avoid an air from Zackray. He goes too low. The purple Pikmin weighs him down too much, and with no gas left in the tank, Olimar falls into the last zone. Zackray takes game 1. Assuming Zackray banned Battlefield and Lilat, Dabuz would of course choose Town City for game 2. Hoping to ride the momentum he was creating at the end of game 1, Dabuz immediately tries to establish stage control with 2 Pikmin throws. Zackray is prepared though, and reflects them back at Dabuz and off stage. Dabuz will be in disadvantage for the next 35 seconds. Time after time, Zackray calls out Dabuz's options: air dodges, rolls, dashes, jumps, get-ups. And although he is able to get 25% through some stray hits, he takes 116 from getting beat up. At 620, Dabuz is finally able to reclaim center stage and get his turn with a purple Pikmin toss that sends Zackray into tumble. But Zackray rolls in and resets the situation to neutral. Dabuz is still playing from behind. After a tomahawk turnaround up throw, Zackray catches Dabuz landing with an up smash to take the first stock while only taking 30% himself. He is firmly in control. Dabuz tries to take control back with Pikmin tosses and occasionally runs in to mix it up and gets another 30% for his efforts, but Zackray nullifies all that with a 4% string of his own off of another tomahawk grab to lap Dabuz in percent. Back on ledge, Dabuz does a neutral getup into an immediate spot dodge to avoid an attack. He guesses correctly and avoids a grab and punishes with a double jab. He goes in for a punish, but Zackray, showing no respect for Dabuz, lets a down smash rip and sends him flying away again. After getting caught going high, Dabuz tries to maneuver his way back to ledge. He misses. Olimar bumps off the stage and goes into freefall right in front of Zackray. Zackray, the top 10 player, punishes that mistake to take Dabuz's second stock with a forward tilt at ledge. With Zackray still only at 70% on his first stock, the commentators are once again skeptical of Dabuz's chances of winning this game.
I don't know, man. Zackray's playing with some new fire.
At 455, Dabuz finally takes his first stock with a purple up air, but he's also already taken 50%. Dabuz starts racking up damage again, looking like a mirror game 1, and managed to mount a bit of a comeback, getting Zackray all the way from 0 to 130% in 40 seconds. Once again, it's too little too late. Thanks to stray hits that Zackray got, a call-out up smash is enough to take the last stock and do with it. Zackray is 1 game away from resetting the bracket.
Zackray is going to find it with that up smash, sending him back in 2 games to Zackray right now.
Between games, there are cheers from the crowd. Only about 50 people are left watching the set, but by the end of the night, they will all still be there. In a bit of desperation, Dabuz counterpicks Zackray to Kalow's Pokemon League, a stage that's better for Wolf than Olimar. And yet, in the first 5 seconds, Dabuz gets 55% off of grabs and smash attacks, but Zackray, in true Zackray form, pushes Dabuz into the corner again, and is able to even up the percentages. Dabuz punishes a whiff grab of his own, and is able to get another 35% off of Pikmin damage and a late yellow forward smash, but that's still not enough. 15 seconds later, it's Zackray who takes the first stock, calling out Dabuz's neutral getup with another up smash. For the first time this set though, Dabuz doesn't fall apart immediately. He's able to get Zackray on ledge and call out a jump with a purple Pikmin down air, even up the stock count and the game. Zackray, as if angered by this even game, proceeds to run over Dabuz's second stock and takes the lead back with a near perfect stock of his own, not letting up the pressure for even a moment. Dabuz, now on his winner's side stock, goes back to what he knows best. He tries to space his aerials, force Zackray to approach, tack on damage with Pikmin tosses, but a single spot dodge down smash puts Zackray back in advantage. And 20 seconds after getting hit for the last time that set, Zackray finishes off Dabuz's last stock with a wall jump Wolf Flash to cover a high recovery back on stage. Dabuz has not won a single game, and now he must play a second set.
I mean, 3 games, multiple two stocks,
Multiple two stocks.
and seemingly no chance for Dabuz at all.
Between sets, the two players talk about what they're going to do. For game 1 of the second, they both depart from the mains that they played in the first set, foregoing Wolf versus Almar for Rob versus Rosalina. 2 months prior to this, we would see Zackray pull out his Rob in winner's quarters against MK Leo. He would lose that set in a last hit, last stock, game 5 situation. But that was then, and now, Zackray's Rob is more polished. Before this set, we had seen Dabuz pull out Rosalina in counterpick situations like this as well. He was able to beat Gluttony at CEO, Elegant at low tier 87, and Wadi at Glitch. But other than that, his Rosalina hadn't had much success. But Dabuz needs something to change. And maybe going back to what worked in Smash 4 would be enough for this one set. And this did start differently. Whereas the first set was played defensive with bursts of advantage, neither Zackray nor Dabuz could seem to take a lead. They'd trade hits, Zackray was spacing with Fair and controlling space with Gyre and Laser, until Dabuz would pull them away with Gravitational Pull and retaliate with nairs of his own. Without platforms because of their stage pick, both characters, which excelled at juggling, were trying to control the ground, but neither of them was giving an inch. In one word, game 1 of the second set would be a slobber knocker. A minute and a half into game 1, Dabuz would take the first stock, catching Zackray air dodging back to the stage with an up smash. He was only able to get 7% on Zackray though before getting 2 framed by Rob forward tilt and losing his first stock. After trading blows for another minute and a half, Dabuz would once again take the lead with another up smash, this time catching Zackray rolling away with a distance Pluma. Dabuz would take this opportunity to start pushing his advantage, utilizing Rosalina's strong dash attack and disjointed forward air to rack up damage, and fast. At 320, Dabuz barely dodges a rising up air from Zackray that would have surely taken the stock and eaten up the stock count. But with Luma returning, Zackray is just kept away and away. Eventually, he gets too antsy and rushes in with a forward air. Dabuz does not miss this opportunity. With a quick flick of the stick, Dabuz takes game 1 with a convincing 2 stock against Zackray's counterpick character.
Those two individuals.
What are these two? Yeah, what are these two?
Not really sure what's going on there.
Third individual laying down. Is he joining in? No, he's smart about it. I mean,
For some reason, 3 people thought it'd be a good idea to lay on the floor between games. For game 2 of the second set, Zackray counterpicks the Yoshi story. Perhaps he's hoping that the smaller side blast zones and overall stage will allow for a more up-close game so he can outbox Rosalina. Or perhaps he's hoping to steal some early stock with an up air thanks to the platforms and low ceiling. It's the ceiling. After being bullied in the corner for 40 seconds, Zackray lands a forward smash that sends Dabuz flying off stage. He follows up with a forward air that forces Dabuz to recover on stage, but Zackray is carried and already running to intercept Dabuz's recovery. With a single up smash, Zackray answers Dabuz's first stock before 90% and steals the lead back. Dabuz answers back a second later with an up smash of his own, but the damage was already done. Where Dabuz should have been in the lead, it's an even game. But Dabuz keeps his composure. No big combos or anything, but Dabuz slowly but surely brings Zackray all the way up to 96% by winning neutral and keeping the advantage stage. And Zackray answers in kind. A combination of projectiles, aerials, and grabs make it an even game, bringing both characters to kill percent on the smaller stage. Dabuz, getting perhaps a bit too antsy, goes for an up smash on Zackray's shield, and Zackray answers in kind, taking the second stock and taking the lead. 20 seconds and 40% later, Dabuz would take Zackray's second stock as well with a clean back air off the side. And now Dabuz is 1 game, 1 stock, 1 advantage state from going up 2-0 in the second set, a situation that would surely mean the tournament for him. Dabuz will only get 1 more hit. Zackray will use a combination of dash attack, forward air, neutral air, and laser to absolutely dominate Dabuz. To finish out the second game, he would call Dabuz out by reading a spot dodge after landing with the closest forward smash ever seen. And just like that, it's 1-1.
Zackray used the gyro, put it in Dabuz's hand, and just forced him into panic mode to find that forward smash.
Game 3 would be an important game. Whoever wins this would not only go up 2-1, but would also have counterpick advantage should it go game 5. Now, this game might very well decide the victor if the set goes the distance. And the stage that they would play on was Town City, a very wide stage with a tall ceiling, but closer side blast zones. Both characters could get early kills off the side, but struggled to kill with their up airs. Dabuz, however, seemed unfazed. Everything was still in his control. The game would start off ugly, both players taking turns getting hits in and getting hit. Dabuz would continue to nullify projectiles using his gravitational pull, and Zackray would continue to box his way past Luma using Rob's forward air. But Dabuz would be the first to break the tension. Catching Zackray trying to overextend, Dabuz would punish a nair and follow Zackray's air dodge with a Luma hit into grab. He'd juggle him with up airs before letting him down to keep him in the corner with the Rosalina's disjointed back air. Dabuz would finish the first stock cleanly with a landing nair to forward air, killing off the small sides. After some more scrapping, Zackray would finally get Dabuz in the corner. With Dabuz off stage, he would try and fair Zackray off the ledge, but Zackray was prepared and shielded the attempt. Immediately he answered back with a run-off fair, the first time he'd been so aggressive off stage. The commentators and Dabuz were surprised by this sudden showing of aggression. Still scrapping, Dabuz would try to juggle Zackray, but Rob's huge nair allowed him to land safely without damage. 20 seconds later, Dabuz would have Zackray at kill percent on ledge on Town and City. With no platforms, Zackray would have no place to escape to. He'd have to go to ledge and pray that Dabuz doesn't read his option. But Zackray plans ahead. Instead of grabbing ledge right away, he throws Gyro, which not only stays on stage, but also kills Luma. Narrowly avoiding Dabuz's rising forward air, the gyro allows him to confirm into a grab into back throw to regain stage control, completely reversing the situation. And now Dabuz is the one off stage, at kill percent, on Town and City, without Luma. Zackray goes off stage to end it, and ends up missing a forward air before backing his way back to ledge in a kind of mistake. But just doing a drop down empty hop and running under Dabuz allows him to regain stage control in the fourth change in the past 10 seconds. Finally, Zackray is able to get Dabuz off stage, and it looks like he can cover ledge with a down air or repeat the last stock and finish it off with an aggressive forward air, but he never saw Luma. After Rosalina got hit with the laser, Luma flew onto the side platform of Town City and stayed there, right where Zackray landed. Dabuz, quickly recognizing that, uses Luma to up air Zackray so he can safely up B past ledge onto stage to reset neutral again. But Zackray doesn't care about neutral, he just runs in with a raw grab and throws Dabuz off the side of the stage. With his free time, he starts to hit Luma to rack up damage, but quickly runs to up smash a returning Dabuz, who is looking to capitalize on Zackray being too focused on Luma. Instead, Prez baited him into losing a stock and losing an important lead. After getting hit by many forward airs, Dabuz will finally punish a whiffed arm rotor with a strong up smash to seal out Zackray's second stock. But he's already down 60%, and in this type of game, every percent matters. Zackray will continue to control the stage using Rob's fair and dash attack. After getting Dabuz off stage and forcing a high recovery, Zackray would follow and stay close, eventually spot dodging a grab and punishing with up smash to take game 3. Zackray is now 1 game, 3 stocks away from finally winning his first super major. For Game 4 of Set 2 at the Big House 9 would turn out to be something special. The stage picked was Battlefield, and the music was fitting. Game 4 would turn to a bloodbath. Whereas the previous 6 games have been played defensively, both players trying to bait out options and carry-facing moves, Game 7, they threw all out of the window. Buzz immediately opened up the game by keeping Zackray in the corner, calling out his options with forward air and up air before sealing the first stock with a landing neutral air to down air. Now, Zackray, stock behind, 1 game away from winning the entire event, must not lose his composure, and he doesn't. For the entire stock, Zackray does not hold back. He presses towards Dabuz, always advancing, always approaching, and punishes a falling back air with a shield drop down smash. It's not enough, but Dabuz air dodges back towards stage, and Zackray has time to cover that. A fully charged laser is enough to tie the game back up, 2 stocks apiece. Zackray would continue to rack up damage with the tried and true, utilizing nair, fair, and dash attack to slowly chip away at Dabuz. Whereas Dabuz would continue to juggle Zackray, calling out landings with up smash and capping jumps with a nair of his own. At 4 minutes and 50 seconds, Dabuz gets Zackray on ledge, but without Luma and at kill percent, he isn't confident enough to push ahead. After getting down tilted to center stage, he holds his shield for 6 down tilts in a row before completely whiffing an up smash out of shield. Zackray punishes with a double jab before down tilting one last time and catching Dabuz taking place with a down smash. And now Zackray, who's been playing all day, who's been wanting this win, who's been practicing so hard, is 1 stock away from finally achieving his dream. And Dabuz, who's been playing for 10 years, who had this tournament as good as his, who wants it just as bad, is 1 stock away from letting it slip between his fingers. Zackray, as if sensing the end, starts to push Dabuz off stage the moment he loses his respawn invincibility. Gyro, dash attack, fair, dash attack, nair, laser, Dabuz is at 64%. Zackray, still on his 2nd stock. But Dabuz won't go down without a fight. Punishing another whiffed arm rotor with down air, Dabuz takes back stage control and now has the Rob off stage. Using some tricky Luma spacing, he manages to get a raw grab in and throws Zackray off stage. Eventually, after more waiting, sealing the stock out by catching Zackray rolling from ledge with a back air. And now, it's the last stock. Off Halo, Zackray manages to find a back air and sends Dabuz flying off stage. Now at 94%, Dabuz has to be careful. A random up smash or arm rotor or back air at ledge could be enough to cost him the tournament, and he knows it. Landing with nair, he manages to get down, but he's still in the corner. As if he knew, Zackray manages to scoop Dabuz's jump up with an up tilt, and Dabuz is in prime position to get up aired. At that position, even the tall ceiling of Battlefield won't matter. But as if a gift from the gods, Dabuz falls out. He escapes the jaws of death and gets another chance. Which should have surely been the end of the game, the set, and the tournament turns into another interaction where Dabuz manages to live. Compared to the start of the game, both players slow down the tempo considerably. Zackray starts tossing gyros from the other side of the stage, and Dabuz looks for openings. Zackray tosses out some back airs, but falls for a bait when Dabuz falls off the stage. He rushes in to end it, but gets hit by his own gyro and grab. Dabuz falls up with an up air to the top platform, but Zackray drifts it into Dabuz, out for blood, and lands with an air, sending Dabuz into the air now. As if a last prayer to the Smash Bros. Gods that saved him before, Dabuz down airs high, hoping that the hitbox will deter Zackray from trying to end the game, hoping that will last long enough to let him get to ledge. It does not. Zackray jumps up, presses up air, and catches Dabuz air dodging to ledge. Rosalina goes flying, and dies off the top. Zackray has just won the Big House 9. As soon as the up air hit, even before Rosalina got launched, the crowd and the players knew what just happened, knew what they just witnessed. Zackray stands up and does a tiny fist pump to the sky as the crowd of around 100 now go wild as Megalovania plays. Zackray walks towards the edge of the stage as Dabuz takes out his earbuds, unplugs his controller, shakes his head, and walks off stage without a word. He knows that there is so much more he could have done. Zackray falls to his knees, perhaps from the overwhelming emotion, perhaps from exhaustion, but he does not need to worry. He does not need to play any more games this tournament, and it's not because he lost. In the audience, you can see the faces of people who could not be on the stage themselves. Players who will never be ranked in the top 50 worldwide. People who play well in their own region, but cannot perform anywhere else. And you see the faces of people happy for Zackray. Happy that he was finally able to complete his journey, and happy that they were there to see it. But the stories that we impose on these sets aren't real. Dabuz is no more Goliath than Zackray is David. These are myths that we create and pass around CRTs and monitors as we play a party game. We know that in real life, MKLeo isn't a god, that Mr. R can have good opinions, that Samsora does know how to speak English properly. Maybe. But for just a second, if you don't think too hard, you can believe that everything we hear is real. That all of these stories do have some base of truth, and that there are gods and villains and heroes and storylines interwoven in each and every interaction we play in. Whether it be at your 8-person local at a nearby cafe, or at one of the biggest venues in Michigan, broadcasted across the world, these stories have a grain of truth to them. And that is why this one moment is so sweet to watch.